Are you in your company now?
Yes. So many meeting, today. I got a fever. I feel very bad. And
So why don't
today,
you back home to take a rest? Maybe you really need to take a rest. You're saying not very good.
yeah, I suffered the same stage as you before. Our boss, our director changed, and she is very obsessed in document and presentation, and
Oh yeah.
also, yeah, so many things, and I needed to overwork with all my team member, and we just input some numbers and do the documents, and every day like that, and every day my boss just said, oh, you don't manage your team very well, and you because yeah, there is
Yeah,
two
I
boss.
think that's a gaslight.
Yeah.
Yeah, is she gaslight you? Don't believe her.
Yeah,
Don't
it,
doubt yourself. Never doubt
yeah, I
yourself.
know. Because there are two director.
Supervisor. Yes.
Yeah, the first is my director, and his boss changed, so his boss is very tough, and
Oh.
yeah,
So hey, so
so he
it's
became.
your supervisor's direct supervisor treat you really strictly, right?
His my supervisor, the director treats all the uh TikTok team very strictly, and I
Okay.
didn't talk with her. Even though when she has been our team for all months, but and she sat behind me, but she always in the meeting room. Even we haven't talked one sentence until now, but because since she came into our team, every team leader, and every director became so serious, because the new boss is very tough, and she always wanted more. So my supervisor can't escape from the office, and he also don't know what to do. So the only thing he can do is to doubt me, and point some management issues of me, because he want to manage me. Yeah, just every day like that.
Okay, that sounds a tricky person.
Yeah, so I think, okay, I suffered the same state as you before. When you completely change the
Yeah,
structure something. Yeah,
yeah.
and congratulations, your ETS
Well, thank
score
you.
passed. Yeah, I was
Thank
very
you.
jealous.
It's nothing. It's if you take devote your time on that, you would achieve the same score. You would get the same score, even more.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, did you catch a cold?
Yeah, but it's okay, because just the cough, and uh yeah, we can still continue our topic, because today I want to solve it, because we haven't talked the topic
For a
for.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel we're guilty,
How about your holiday? Where did you go?
the Taipei,
Oh,
Tibet,
you went
right?
to Taipei or
uh
Tibet?
uh Tibet,
Tibet,
yeah,
right?
Tibet. Yeah, Tibet.
Okay. Oh,
And
how many days did you spend there?
Tibet. 8 days. 8 days
Wow.
with some
I'm jealous of you.
coworker.
How could you have so many holidays? So many vacations?
Yeah, and this weekend I will go to the Wuzhen, and also the
Oh,
Labor's Day I maybe go to the the Japan. Yeah, I
wow,
thought I
that's
hope.
nice.
Yeah, I
You
thought
are
I hope
always on the way, on the road.
always spend the money. So when so I will
That's
so
great.
when I spend my
You
money
should, you
I
should, yeah, you should try. You should take. You should utilize your time, your vacation to travel. When you are young, because if you are getting old, you may want to be more. You may want to enjoy your stable life. You don't want to, you know, travel to experience a tough road or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, right. And these days I felt a little tired because they work and
Yeah.
even when I was on the holiday, I still need to uh suffer some words from my boss supervisor. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope everything will be okay. It's because these days the job market is not so well. So I think yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, everybody need to experience the tough days.
yeah, and my roommate also get a cut of his job, her job. But but received she received two times uh uh
2 times
就是
compensation.
yeah compensation, yeah, right,
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's great.
yeah,
But since I just quitted myself, so
yeah.
I have no chance to
But you
receive
are
that.
rich, you don't care about it.
Yeah, but these days I also suffered from anxiety,
Uh-huh.
especially last week. One of my ex leader asked me if I have interested to go to her company because she just joined a big company, and she asked me if I would like to join her team. But she, she just I don't know, because we haven't seen each other for so many years. I think she just how to say that, um oh she just estimated my capability as a very primary level.
Yeah,
So as a initial level, so I feel a little bit angry about her because she's at her attitudes to ask me to join her is not that welcoming or inviting. So I just felt a little annoyed about that, but I also rejected her because um I really want to go abroad, so I would try my best to to pay my to all to pay all the effort on that. Yeah.
yeah. So have you tried to apply some college now?
Since I my speaking score only got 6.5, actually most of the universities as required 7, over
Yeah.
7. So there are only few universities that I can apply, but I think it's better to get 7 because the university that allowed um, scores below 7 just situated in a very remote place in Australia, which I don't want to go. Yeah,
So your
but
destination is Australia?
yeah, my destination would be Australia. I want to go there because since I travel there, I really, it's a place, I really fascinated with this place because it just has a short history, but it's a place that civilized.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a civilized place. So I think it's a great yeah, I think it's a great place to study.
yeah. And I think I know something about the Australian is his it's big animal, you know, like the
Big
spider.
animal.
Yeah, like the spider. Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah, the spiders and some bugs or insects are very giant, and it also have some rare rare animals. Only you can only see in Australia.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah. The ecosystem there is very well protected.
yeah. Wow, you have
Yeah.
a higher standard for yourself. That's cool.
Yeah, but it's just a dream. I'm not sure because I've searched some information about these major I want to apply. Actually, it's a very popular major these days. So there are only few position for international students. Most of the universities would primarily consider the local residents. So maybe I have no chance, but I just want to take a try. I don't want to, you know, be regret of my of I don't want to feel regretted about this, so I would devoted all myself into that.
Yeah, yeah. So these days you are just staying in Chengdu and prepare
Yeah,
for the yeah.
yeah, but actually I already felt boring these days because every day I have to study and you know ta- talking with too few people. It sometimes I would feel a little boring and solitude. But I don't know, but I don't know, I think it's definite path I have to go through.
Yeah, maybe this year you can apply the working on holiday program so you can offer
Yeah,
some.
I hope after I got my band 7, I would, and after I studied the professional classes, because not only the um not only do the university require the IELTS certification, they also need me to study how to say an extra professional classes to get a certification so that they can allow me to apply. So so there so I still need there are still a long way to go for me, so I really want to travel, I really want to play, but I just can't these days. I suffered for these days. I really feel miserable.
Yeah, so you apply the business analysis major.
Now
You
I want to study occupational therapy. It's
occupation therapy.
yeah,
In
it's
your
yeah, occupational therapy. It's a major that related to medical.
medical.
It's
Oh,
a medical major.
oh,
Yeah,
it related to your
yeah,
history
it's
experiences.
relate to it. Yeah, it's just have some relevant. It's just slightly relevant to my subject or the past experiences, but I still have nothing. I'm still a new hand in this area.
Oh, okay. Because it just now you said you need to take time to learn extra courses. I thought you maybe nurse. You want to apply the BA because
Yeah, I
uh
need to learn anatomy and physiology, and
and
I need to got the yeah 就是解剖和生理学。
but how can you practice it because you don't
Yeah,
have this.
you don't need to, practice it because when you even though you in this school or even though you are studying this major, you don't need to touch the, gross body. I mean the dead body. So
Yeah,
yeah, but you still need to get the certification to prove that you had studied these courses.
yeah,
So I've just bought an online courses and I asked the university that it can be approved. Yeah,
yeah.
it can be useful to prove that I've learned these courses.
Oh, that's cool. Y- I guess maybe you will choose the quantum, but yeah, how you
Quantum,
did.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
actually actually it's I think occupational therapy is a very good major because it's the reason why I want to study this major because it's if you become an occupational therapist, you could definitely travel to any Western country to work because it's a job that every basically every country are in needed.
yeah.
Yeah, are in shortage. So I think it's a great major to learn, but it's very hard because the data some data said this major most of the students can't graduate from this major because it's very complicated. But
Okay.
I've already found why it is so complicated because it requires you to know to acknowledge the to acknowledge the professional terms of of professional medical terms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's very hard.
It hurts. It hurts very hard. It will, because the occupational therapy. Wow, it's it's so difficult. It hurts so difficult.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's a major that it's a job to help minorities, especially some people have disabilities.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know that last time you said that you hold the NAP and there is a documentary related to the Yunnan NAP. The uh yeah,
Mm.
the Japanese shoot a documentary related to a girl that who 再见长江. I want to share with you this
What?
story. 再见长江.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
What's
search for
that?
that. But yeah, it's a
正见
document.
长江.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Japanese that shooted a documentary movie
Okay.
that records a girl who lived in Yunnan province and who she is living for selling his lamp to take photos and
Selling his lamp. What is lamp?
就是那个小羊羔。Yeah.
Oh, lamp. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know when you went to the Yunnan, some people just want to sell their name to you and to get some money back. And
Yeah,
when the Japanese came to the Yunnan, he shooted a picture of a girl who holds the lamp, and
yeah,
she is so naive and so pure. But when the Japanese back to Japan, he want to take this girl to the outside to see more things and just document the girl's
Ex-
experiences. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. And it would the movie, yeah, the movie will 上映. How to say? Premiere on premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, premiere these days, and I just think, wow, this is a very meaningful movie, and it related to the name, you know.
Yeah. That's interesting. Why don't we be asked or invited to Japan when we hugging a lamb?
Yeah, but she is the girl who living for that, but we just
Oh yeah, yeah.
the travelers, you know.
We are
Yeah,
just the consumers.
yeah, right. Okay. Do you have other things you want to share with me? I just want to share with you these things.
I actually nothing. I'd like
Okay.
to say. Okay, we could just start our topic.
Yeah, you're
So, do you
first.
have anything to say?
I don't have anything. I just I want to
Okay.
say you are the first because I don't have prepared so many things. I can't remember anything today. You know, my
Okay.
brain just
Okay.
yeah.
I'll start at first. Okay. I just these days I had been studying physiology. So I just studied some. I just read some paper about my professional courses. One paper is had been published on Nature in 2020. It's a paper that telling something about circadian rhymes, 昼夜节律. So the circadian rhymes. What is circadian rhymes? Circadian rhymes is
How do you spell
it's
circadian?
like it's like an internal biological clock that regulates our physiological um, environment processes on a roughly 24 hours basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, which governs a lot of our governs a lot of biological functions in our body, including body temperature. For example, when we started to sleep or feel sleepy, actually our body temperature started to decrease, and it also regulates hormone releasing. So, for example, the growth hormones or cortisols. Um, and and according to this paper, it revealed some key points that related to the timing, our sleep timing, or the duration of our sleep. So firstly, if we want to, every day we need to, if we are, if we, most of people have to work, so every day people have to obey the routine of the society, right? So they have to get up maybe at 8 o'clock and go to work at 9 o'clock. So if but not all the people can get up that early because some people may stay up late. Yeah, so actually, why so whether a people is a morning person or a night owl, actually it is partly decided by their genes. So this paper just showed some proofs, or there's some research about how genes affected the people's sleep timing of sleep, or their duration of sleep. Actually, the night owls, they just have some genes that um, make them sleep later than the other people.
Night
Yeah,
house.
but
What's
they
night
have to.
house?
Yeah, night owls, 夜猫子.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
night owls. Yeah. So they have to, they generally sleep later than the morning person. And the morning person just have some genes that show that they would get up in earlier in the morning. So but not but how can night owls follow the follow the activities of the society? So actually, because our body can regulate the circadian rhymes, although it can be partly decided by our genes, but our body still can adjust itself to follow the society routine. So for example, there are some cues for example, to regulate our circadian rhyme. Actually, there are some cues outside would have impact on our internal clocks. For example, if you want to get up earlier, or sleep earlier, and so that you can get up earlier, there's a better way. The better way to do that is to get some light exposure as earlier as possible. Because light exposure at different times of the day can either advance or delay the circadian rhymes uh, of our body, influencing our urge to sleep earlier or later. That means if you expose your eyes to light in the early morning, you would advance your clock. So if you stay up late at night, scrolling through your phones, um, or binge watching, your circadian clock will be delayed.
What's binge working?
Binge
Sorry.
eating, binge watching 就是熬夜刷剧。
How to spell it?
Binge, binge, watching. Binge watching. You could also say
Bing.
binge eating. Yeah, you could also say
Oh,
binge eating. Yeah, it's a very useful word.
oh.
Yeah, yeah. You could also say binge eating or binge watching or binge playing, or yeah, it's to show you're addicted to something. Yeah,
The-
and yeah. So what type of light it refers to? So actually, it involves the natural light, and actually it refers to the blue wave light. What kind of light include a blue wavelength light? It includes the natural light and the devices that can emit um, blue wavelengths light. For example, such as like our cell phones, or our laptops. These are or some artificial light. These are the lights that would influence our circadian rhymes. So if we stay up late, if we before we before we sleeping, if we what scrolling through our phones, the blue wavelengths would suppress the releasing of melatonin. Melatonin means 褪黑素, which would make us feel sleepy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and another thing is that um yeah environmental factors. Another thing is that um, people, if you are yeah, natural lightings. And another thing would regulate. Actually, there's a model called the two process model of sleep, would regulate the process, would regulate or circadian rhyme. Um, so it involves two processes. The first one is the circadian rhyme, and another one is uh, the sleep homeostasis. So sleep homeostasis is a buildup of sleep pressure that increases the longer we 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 were awake. So it means the longer we are awake, the sleep pressure will increases. But after we get a good sleep, the sleep pressure would decreases. So um, so that's the mechanism of our body to regulate the sleep duration and the timing of the sleep. Okay, that's the the things and that I want to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I read some papers related to the sleep science, and I learned two different words. Yeah, the first one is the REM, the rapid eye movement.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, eye
yeah,
movement.
yeah, and also we have the period of the non REM sleep. When they when we have the when we get into the process of REM, our the physical activities, and also our eye as movement is became quickly, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and also it happens with some dreams, some very exciting or violent dreams. It
Okay.
always, yeah, it always happen. It always happened when we have the rapid eye movement, and when we get into the process of a long REM sleep, that means our breath and our temperature and like that became the needs of the breath needs became lower, and our physical activities became less and less. At that time, what we need, the energy we need, is became very little, because at that time we just try to set our central temperature is below the below the 210 below 200 Celsius. So at that time we don't need so much 热量, how to say 热量, okay, heat
Sleep.
from, yeah, heat from
Yeah.
the surrounding places. And the second interesting thing that I learned from the paper, it says that the mammal some mammal animals that they can't all sleep. They can also, because like the dolphin, they lead to constant they need to sometimes they need to breathe uh, regularly. So when they just swim a long time, and they need to swim a long time, they need to swim above the water, so they can let their breath system to, so they can breathe some air. So
Yeah.
Actually, when they are asleep, half of their brain is sleep, and the other half of their brain is awake, because
Okay,
then, yeah,
interesting.
yeah, because they need to have half of their brain to control their breath, and also to avoid some danger. Yeah, that would be a little interesting for me when I learned this paper. And also, when we learned the free dive courses, it said that because we need to control our breath, it's
Yeah,
related to the sleeping. It said that actually when we are sleeping, what we the breath needs is the minimal the minimal point of ourselves of the whole day, because at that time most of our sales didn't okay it just says that when we are sleeping, the desire needs became minimal, yeah, at that point.
yeah,
uh
yeah,
yeah. And it also said that the sleeping is yeah, as we all know, the sleeping is very important in our days, because one one forces also one third one quarter or就1/4和1/3一般怎么表达来着？我忘了是 third one third, yeah, a
yeah.
quarter
Once,
or yeah, a quarter and a third of our time is on sleeping, and so the sleeping quality determines the another day and determines our new day's energy. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, every day we always say that don't if we didn't sleep well, the another day we feel very tired, exhausted. Yeah, because
yeah,
our brain didn't relax, and also it said that sleep when we were sleeping, our brain just reduce the toxin of our brain. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, according to the Chinese medical, 就是中医学, it says that we need to, traditional Chinese medicine, it says that we need to sleep before 9 o'clock, because at that time our liver, 肝,
oh yeah,
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 liver began to release toxin, and each time it means one of our organs need to release the toxin. So we need to, you say that the morning person, we need to be the
yeah.
morning
Morning
person.
person. Yeah,
Yeah, so we can have the good good cur cur circadian rhythm. I tried, you said that also there is night owls. It determined by the gene. Yeah, it's right, because I tried to, sometimes I need to work overnight, but the another day I just found that I can't have a new I can't, even when I spend a whole day to back up my sleeping, but I also felt very tired, because I don't have so much energy to tackle some things. And so I think maybe my gene don't have this letters. And what makes me feel confused, if you said that the letters is determined by GE, but how to the flight, when boyfriend lived in German, he can his time is totally different with me, but when he came back to China, he can, you know he should obey the Chinese time with us. But I think we are living the same time, but our is daytime, but his part is night. So I yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah, I mean, you mean how does people suffered from,
time
jet lag,
difference.
right?
Yeah, jet lag. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because you said
actually, yeah. I just said it's just partly determined by the
gene.
genes,
Uh,
but why people can still, why night owls can still follow the society routines,
yeah,
because our body can adjust itself to to
the
to fit, yeah, to fit the environment. For example, it also would be influenced by the surroundings. For
yeah,
example, if yeah, the light exposure, because if we travel to another country, we could
yeah,
use melatonin to adjust our sleep, to adjust the jet lag, to
yeah,
alleviate the jet lag, because um the maybe because when we because before we in China, maybe we have a day a set of circadian rhyme, but after we travel to German um Germany, we have to adjust our body to fit the environment. So we still, at the beginning, we would feel uncomfortable. We would feel sleepy. But maybe the daytime, but maybe it's the daytime, but we feel sleepy. But so we could use melatonin to adjust our body. I think it's very interesting. The interesting is that um, our body is not determined by our genes. It has possibilities or ability to adjust itself to fit the environment.
yeah. And uh, I remember last year. Well, I remember when my boyfriend was study in German. He sent me some articles that some uh how to say 学霸.
学霸
Yeah.
people who studied well.
Yes, smart eyes. Yeah. Yes, straight A student. There's some student, straight A student from Tsinghua University. He wrote some articles that he only sleep for 5 hours, and the rest of this time he just devoted to the study, and there are some new things. So my boyfriend want to try that uh regular schedule. So he began to sleep at 8 o'clock p.m. and also just sleep at oh no, he sleep at 10 o'clock p.m. and sleep at 3 or 4 o'clock. But he can't get that schedule. He felt very sleepy, and also some people can just sleep 4 hours or 5 hours a whole day. But my boyfriend or some other people just want to spend 10 or 12 hours on sleeping. Yeah, that happens on my boyfriend. I found he will always want to sleep, and like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 and the research said, they found the people have some genes related to whether to determine whether they are night owls or the morning person, but it haven't um, defined that, whether some night owls can only sleep in a short time, but they still feel energetic the next day.
Yeah.
But it doesn't but the research the researchers haven't um, find that if a person didn't sleep enough time could influence their health.
Yeah.
So it's still uncertain.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how. I don't
So
have
you
anything
just
to share
need
with you.
yeah, you really need to take a rest. Just yeah, go home early maybe.
Yeah, tomorrow I have a business trip, but to Shenzhen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's a familiar place for you.
yeah, so maybe today I should end earlier because I need to go back
Okay.
home.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Okay. Just back early. Okay,
Yeah,
take care.
bye.
Bye. See you.